Okay, good morning, students. Now I have to take the topic is SCR phase angle control DC drives. In this SCR phase angle control DC drives, we were used in various solid state drive system. Okay, this is one kind of advanced switch. Already I said SCR is a one kind of advanced switches. Advanced switches list had to be spoke earlier classes. Three various switches are there: SCR, MOSFET, IGBT. So those switches always capable to apply for the various applications, low power applications, high power applications, and medium power applications, where to be using these three switches are used. Okay, SCR phase angle control DC drives. In this switches always operated depending upon the triggering pulses, temperature control pulses, then soundproof triggering mode, then light emission triggering mode. Okay, those four categories are very important categories to trigger this SCR switches. Among those four categories, we prefer triggering pulse on the SCR switches. Okay, because SCR having three terminals: anode, cathode, gate. Anode is positive mode, cathode is negative mode, gate is receive the firing pulses and receive the on capability pulses from the external skill side. Okay, so three terminals is very much important to activate their operation throughout the expressions. This is single phase full converter fed DC drives. This single phase full converter fed DC drives having four SCRs. It consists of one phase, one neutral. One phase carrying two SCRs. So we have two lead. So four switches are there. Four switches connected across the circuit. After this switches, one DC motor is connected for doing their operation. Initially, we have to give AC supply to that switches. That switches can receive that AC supply, and during that receiving side, the switches can have to adopt the gate pulses for on and off purpose. While the trigger pulses can receive the optimal or opted gate pulses across the gate, the SCR automatically converted slightly to the DC, AC to DC. Okay, so finally we will get a proper DC output through the single phase drive system, full converter drive system. Under the circuit diagram, we can look at the single phase full converter fed DC drives graphs. This graph says while the switches or receive the gate pulses from where we gave across the gate, the switches can have to work and exhibit their output signal as a DC, as a proper DC. Okay, first switches Q1 and Q2 on, while the time the two switches only can get a pulses, that means gate pulses. Okay, that time Q1 Q2 switches only on and receive the AC supply and properly converted to DC. After that, Q1 Q2 will be off. Immediately Q3 and Q4 will turn on by using the receiving of gate pulses. Okay, this pair of on switches alternatively uh, turn on their cycling process to continuously produce the DC supply from the AC. Okay, this is single phase full converter for DC motor drive. The graph says alternately perfect DC achievement by using the AC supply.